Alrighty, so daily recap of what happened today on EU and GU. Let's start with EU. So originally, our overall analysis was to downside, looking for price to potentially break that small low there. We have price price is bearish on our daily, right? We had that shock, so potentially we should start seeing price push into the upside. But for now, we just had another shift to downside. So I was still looking for sells until I get the chalk. My bias is still bearish. H4, well, H4 is bearish. Internal is bearish as well. Same scenario until we get the IBOS. I'm not looking for any buys. I'm still looking to potentially just trade that internal until we get until we break that internal low potentially. So what happened today is that we had some fractal structure. This being our unmitigated supply. We had the chalk, so we were technically bullish on our fractal structure, but we could see this holding and price giving us some potential of a chalk and then continuation to the downside. But I kept in mind that at any moment we could see price potentially respecting that demand or the whole range and then pushing to the upside because our fractal is overall bullish. On M15, M15 swing goes bearish. Okay. Yeah, our swing goes bearish. Our internal switched bullish, however. Um, there, so that was our swing low. That was our swing high. Price gave us an IBOS yesterday. Price just gave us a truck. And then started the pullback. The issue with this is that I didn't have any clear structure or clear demand to see price reacting from. Everything here was mitigated. We didn't have any demand unless it was that one there. And I didn't like that the internal was a big range. So what I was expecting is for price to potentially create new high, mitigate that supply, give us an IBOS, and then give us a fresh supply to look for sales from. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. That's fine. So I didn't get any trade on on EU. Price didn't even mitigate that extreme supply. Yeah, we had the chalk, respected that supply there, that fractal supply, right? And then we push to the downside, give us another I chalk there, or potentially, I'm sorry, we had another chalk there, and then price continued to the downside. Yeah, price just mitigated some no, I don't know, maybe range of H4 there, gave us a chalk, a bullish chalk right there. So that would be our M15 chalk. Right, and then yeah, we just had one supply. Sorry, one demand. Did we get any entry from? Yeah, potentially we got an LC to A here. Let me just double check. Yeah, so that was our fake break, right? And that's low. Did this kind of close below? Yes. Did this kind of close below? No. Yeah, I think that should be the high, the chalk right there, and that would be our liquidation. Your entry would be somewhere around there, but again, this is not really trading. What are you trading basically here? You're just trading a reaction from a fractal supply after a random chalk out of nowhere. So this is not high probability at all. I wouldn't recommend trading this kind of setups. I mean, yes, internal is bullish, but we know that overall the swing is bearish. At any moment, we could see price just push into the downside, right? So yeah, it wasn't any high probability trade, I would say. We just had a random chalk out of nowhere in big H4 demand. We respected that demand, which is fine, and we pushed higher. All right. Now at 7 p.m. we had the FOMC release, so it just continued and pushed the price higher. So now what happened is basically we just broke that swing high, and yeah, today we didn't really get any good opportunity nor any trade on EU. It wasn't clean. Our setup wasn't there. That's fine. We had a boss there, an IBOS as well. That's a boss. where's my boss? There. That's a break of structure. So now our swing low is strong, right? We were bullish. So this would be a strong swing low. We're bullish. It's matching our overall idea of price potentially continuing higher. I wouldn't be surprised if price just reach lower to get some liquidity and then push higher. I wouldn't be surprised. For now, price is bullish. We respected that demand right there, leaving us with one unmitigated, fresh, extreme fractal demand, H4. I'll just put it on the H4 on the M15 as well, just so I can see it. But yeah, so now overall, the idea would be to look for longs, I would say, especially after we got that daily chalk as well. So that inside bar, right? Both of them are fractal. That was our fractal high. We pushed lower, so that's our fractal high. Now we got our not M15, but our daily chalk right there. I mean daily chalk, not boss. Daily chalk. So now our fractal structure is bullish, and yeah, we will potentially look for buys. So we have that daily demand that's unmitigated right there. Yeah, let's just put it as our, let's just put it in our H4 as well, just so I can see it. Keep a close eye on it. So yeah, we have that whole range right there. Okay, and we have that extreme, that H4 extreme. So yeah, well, we'll see potentially price continuing higher. I like that momentum to the upside, so we could see just for tomorrow, we could see price just reach into that daily demand and then continuing higher, or just creating some sort of a medium time frame structure and then pushing higher. For that, what I need to see is for price to create some sort of, let's call it, alignment with the medium time frame. For now, our internal high. I mean, sorry, our internal structure is this, so that would be our low, that would be our high. But if we get any sort of chalk, and if we keep pushing higher, we get any sort of chalk, then I'll reset my internal structure, because this is far away, and then I can trade that pullback, right? Or if we get any sort of internal, then of course I'll wait an IBOS, or we'll see price, of course, creating a new M15 range, and then I'll trade that one, because, well, it'll be phase A2, and I don't trade phase A2 specifically. So yeah, do we have any? So now let's see if we have any potential unmitigated demands. Let me just fix that. So that's our H4 level. The only unmitigated demand that I would say we didn't break above would be this one. Yeah, I don't like that we don't have enough, or we don't have a lot of demands, or a clear demand that has inducement in front of it. So this doesn't have inducement. I'm not sure we're gonna hold this demand at all. I mean, yeah, I think we're just gonna break it if we come to that demand, or if we push lower. Do we have any extreme demand perhaps? So that was mitigated, leaving us with one unmitigated demand there. This one is our extreme, right? Do we have inducement? Yes, we do. We do have that fractal low there, or the inside bar as the inducement. So that's good to know. Also, let's just keep in mind this has been mitigated, sure, but we didn't fully mitigate the whole range. So I wouldn't be surprised if price just breached that and give us a chalk from there, or an IBOS from there. But for now, yeah, for now, what's happened is we had the boss. After a boss, what do we expect? A pullback. So let's wait for that pullback. Let's wait for a chalk. Let's wait for an IBOS. Any sign that price can just start the pullback, and then we'll see what we can do. So yeah, that's everything for EU. Let's go to GU, where I got a trade. Unfortunately, it lost, but that's totally fine. So GU, what happened to GU? All right. So swing is bullish, internal is bullish. Now we reached that extreme and mitigated demand. So I'm expecting price to potentially see or give us some bullish movement from here. On the 8th, it's not confirmed until we get that daily chalk, by the way, but it's still, that was still my my expectation, right? H4. So H4 is bullish. We reach one of the demands, got chalk, meaning that we could see a potential eternal structure retracement, which we did and which I was expecting. All right. Of course, this demand would not be valid until we get that IBOS, right? And then we can see and target that swing high, which is weak. But for now, I was looking for buys. That was our H4 demand, right? When you go to the M15, swing was bearish, internal was bullish, so we were in phase C, and basically we could have looked for long until DEQ or even higher, so that was my target, following the M15 internal structure until we either pass the EQ or break the M15 high, just because I knew what we had on our higher time frame and our direction on higher time frame. So I was very positive that we could just see continuation to the upside, right? So M15 was bullish. That was our IBOS. We had our oh my days. We had our extreme. Our extreme had inducement. Price just mitigated that extreme, right? And then we shifted bullish. So at that moment, I was looking for buys, but because we already mitigated our only extreme level and we have no more demands. So the only thing that I was waiting is a fake break followed by a chalk to the upside. That's exactly what we had. So we had that fake break, that chalk there, but then we had another chalk to the upside. So that would be our that would be just a fake break for me. So that was our demand. Went to the 5 minute, was looking for longs from here. It gave us an LC1. This is an LC1 just because this blue candle was an inside bar on all the other brokers except here. But that's fine, even if I didn't take that trade, which I did. I did take that trade, by the way, right here. Stops to covered lows. Even if I didn't take that trade, we got an LCE to A as well. So that was our chalk followed by a liquidation, and your entry would be somewhere around there, right? And yeah, my target was for 1 to 3, although it was a bit past the EQ, but I made sure that it's not past any strong supply. So we had that supply, didn't have inducement, so we could target higher. We had these low resistances as well that we could break. So I wasn't worried about about price not reaching my TP, right? If price continued to the upside, then it's gone. We're gonna get a lot of momentum. But unfortunately, price just stopped me. That's totally fine. Now, the only demand that we could see price continuing bullish from, right, is if we sweep that low and we mitigate deeper into that pivot, into that weak, not pivot, but that fractal wick, that fractal wick right there, which we did, and we got an LC2A from there. So we got a chalk there. That's strong low. We broke it, so that's liquidation. Our entry would have been somewhere around there, and because the level is a bit too large, I'm gonna put a 2p buffer, which would be 9 there, and yeah, so that would be technically our entry. I would have taken it anytime, but the problem is because now I only have 2 funded accounts. Both of them are on 1% maximum risk, so I can take more than 1% loss per day. I took that loss, so I couldn't take this one. But yeah, price just pushed to the upside, gave us a chalk right there, M15 chalk. What happened then is that we basically just mitigated some sort of demands on the downside, swept some lows, although we didn't have any unmitigated demand. But yeah, price just continued bearish, and then yeah, pushed. Once we had that FOMC, yeah, as you can see, price just continued higher. That was a good trade. I would not uh, I would have not hold it or held it till FOMC, of course. I'll just close it half an hour before FOMC, so somewhere around there. That'll give us a 1-2, which is fine. But yeah, so that's everything that happened on price action. Now, what do we expect for next day, for tomorrow? So let's see if that internal high will hold. If it doesn't, if we get an IBOS, then of course we're 100% bullish now, and we'll get that daily choke as well. So we can then trade the eternal of H4 until we break that swing high, right? So we'll be waiting for a potential M15 boss, right? And then we'll just follow structure and see if we get any choke. We'll just look for price to push lower, creating some internal structure, potentially take in those entries, right? And then hopefully getting an IBOS, and then we can ride all the way, price all the way to the upside, right? If not, then we'll wait for more confirmation if we get any choke. But for now, I'm bullish. Our internal structure is bullish, so we're in phase A. No, we're in phase C, sorry, but of course, phase C reversal, expecting this one to go. So yeah, we'll see what will happen. Now we still have that one as our M15 swing low. And yeah, do we have any potential demand that we could look for price to continue bullish from? We have that demand, and yeah, that's basically just a big demand that I would not be looking for price to continue from, although you never know, but I'll just draw it for now. And yeah, so that's our analysis. Let's see what price will do tomorrow. Very, very good trade today. Unfortunately, price probability wasn't on our side, but that's totally fine. And yeah, very good analysis. Expected that price to continue higher from here. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. So let's see what will happen tomorrow. Hopefully we get another win or another good trade. And yeah,